MLB Network insider and analyst Peter Gammons here on the show to discuss it. How are you, Peter?
I'm doing very well, Rich. I think I know how people feel, but in terms of entertainment, it's kind of like, it's taking a little bit of March Madness and applying it to baseball. And I mean, the play-in, win or go home thing is really compelling in baseball. And I think it creates, it's fascinating. The only problem with it this time is just, all right, today is you start playing on Tuesday or you start playing on Thursday. But I get that. But I think it's still very compelling. I thought yesterday was a phenomenal day, even though the games were pretty well decided by the third or fourth inning. It was still a great day of sitting and watching. And I think it's the same way. I think this all started back in 2011 when the Red Sox and Braves each had 10-game leads going into September. And it got down to the final night of the season, and Carl Crawford didn't catch the fly ball in left field. The Red Sox lost to the Orioles. They were out. And then Longoria hit the home run in Yankee Stadium. The Braves lost in their final game. They were out. And that was like the beginning. That was such a story at the time. Now, obviously, not every year do you get collapse of 10 games, 10-game collapses as the Braves and Red Sox had. But at the same time, they found it really compelling. And I think I was skeptical about the play-in games. I'm not now. I think it really creates a lot. And there's so much potential havoc. It kind of reminds me, again, of the Final Four of Jim Valvano saying, just win and survive. Find a way to win and move on, and don't even think about why you did it. Just do it and go do it.
I know, but Peter,
it could be that you have such a wild game today.
I know that, but today's not survive in advance. It's lose in advance, and so why? What about 19 regular season games? I mean, they're just it's not.
If you use up your pitching staff,
right?
If the Brewers have to use 7 relievers today and lose. Good luck to them tomorrow.
Exactly. So why put them in that position at all? Like the filet mignon is October, Peter. Like there's no reason to serve me something terrific, an entree now. I'm ready for the real entree tomorrow and Wednesday and beyond. There's no reason to put teams in any position that might weaken them for the actual win or go home, is what I'm saying. Right?
Except that I think it's. I mean, now I think that the first thing they should do is eliminate this ridiculous idea, which really does discount September, of allowing more than 25 players to be on the roster. I mean, they can have 40 men on the rosters today, which means we could see like
that's true 17
Randy Choates pitch in the game. But I mean, there was a guy who just had a 5.40 ERA in Korea 2 years ago, who pitched 2 vital innings for the Cubs yesterday, Alan Webster. And the closer, and the finisher was De La Rosa, who, when he signed with the Red Sox in 2003, Dan Duquette said was the Mexican John Rocker. Next year, of course, they traded him for Curt Schilling, and all was forgotten.
Right,
but,
exactly.
It's crazy, but I think September has been so diminished that it's okay. Just have a tournament, and because it certainly doesn't make sense in basketball. I mean, you could finish first in the ACC and get knocked out by Appalachian State, and or you can end up in the semifinals with somebody who finished 4th in the league, and they move ahead of you. I just think more games where it's all on the line are good for baseball, because the season passes and, there's always, there's a tomorrow. And I think that this eliminates tomorrow and makes it really interesting. Now, the fact that in this, today we have 4 really compelling teams who have developed tremendous rivalries over this year really makes it interesting.
No, it does. No, I hear you, but I guess let's move on to actual playoff games that are going to be taking on significance within a matter of days. Are you concerned about Chris Sale's velocity? Should the Red Sox be going into this?
Yes. Now, Chris Sale never blames anything else. He never blames anybody else. He's a right down the middle guy, and don't worry, I'll get my mechanics back. And he never. It's always, it's on me. Don't worry, I'll get this done. But of course there were 90.1 mile an hour in his last start, and watching the tape of it, he was not getting any extension. He wasn't getting push off his leg. Now that may be mechanical, but can you write those mechanics into bullpen sessions? I don't know. And I mean, I think the Red Sox-Yankees series is, we all thought they were dead even when the season started, and they both have their ups and downs. I think right now they're dead even again. And I think it's a fascinating series, but it's not dead even if Chris Sale. The Red Sox have to win that series with their starting pitching, but the Yankees can win the series with their bullpen.
Well, I guess it's
far superior to Boston's.
I guess, Peter Gammons, it wouldn't be even if the A's show up there, and they've had a terrific season.
I'll tell you, they'll go. They'll start with the opener, and they've got the best bullpen in the American League. They can easily go out and shut you down for 2 runs over 9 innings and win. Matt Chapman hits a 3-run homer, and they're home. I was listening to one person on our network say that nobody in America wants the A's to win. Well, I know some people in Oakland and San Francisco would like the A's to win. But it's a fascinating case. I don't think the A's can maintain it over a series. I think the Yankees can. So there are a lot of pieces to that, whereas the other series in the American League, I think they're the 2 best teams in baseball, and it's going to be an incredible series watching Houston play Cleveland. It takes my breath away because I think they're both so good and so deep in terms of their pitching staffs. That has to be 7 games. At least I hope it is.
Yeah, I mean, that is going to be truly a fun watch. Who do you think the Yankees start on Wednesday? Is it going to be Happ? Do you think they go Severino? What do you think Aaron Boone is going to do? Peter?
I think he's actually going to go Tanaka.
Really?
Figuring he can get him 3 or 4 innings and then go get keep Happ to pitch against the Red Sox twice. I mean, that's kind of been my feeling. I know Tom Verducci kind of feels the same way. He's just their most reliable guy. He's the best pitcher against the Red Sox. He's really good. Plus, he's always been good from his Toronto days. And pitching in Fenway Park, I think he's 8-4 lifetime in Fenway Park, and he's your most reliable guy. Now, that's a gamble to do that, but if they figure, okay, we'll go bullpen against bullpen, Yankees, A's, then maybe that's the way he goes. That's been my guessing. It's safer to go Happ, but the one thing about it is that one of the things the Yankees are so good, their right-handed power against left-handed pitching. Their right-handed hitters hit the ball to right field in that bandbox of a ballpark. It's a right field better than any team in baseball. I mean, I think they've hit 47 opposite field home runs in Yankee Stadium this year. The next highest total of opposite field home runs by right-handed hitters at home is 12 by Baltimore. And the Yankees are really, but the second team in terms of opposite field right-handed power in baseball are the A's. So, maybe you're better off with a right-hander and then go to your bullpen, and it's pretty much all right-handed in Yankee Stadium, and then you pitch Happ in Boston, which is more of a left-handed pitcher's park.
Okay, last one for you, Peter, in the couple minutes I have with you left. Who has the advantage? We know who's in the NL. We know who's in. Okay, none of today means anybody gets eliminated. Who do you think has the best team in the NL and makes the World Series?
I said a month ago I thought Colorado, but now I'm not so convinced unless Marquez's breaking ball just dominates the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers are still the deepest team and they have the most depth and the most ways they can win, especially now that Buehler is joining Kershaw and Hill and Ryu, who highly underrated big game pitcher. I just think that they're the deepest team in the league. But this game today, they're both great because the Brewers are really fun. And what they did at the trading deadline to take them from about a 17-player team to a 25-player team, David Stearns did an incredible job. And Dodgers-Rockies is phenomenal, too. It's the Rockies have had the deepest starting pitching in the league. And the Dodgers are the deepest team, so it's going to be really fun.
I can't wait, Peter. Thanks for the call. Really appreciate it. We'll chat soon.
Thank you, Rich.
Enjoy October. You got it. Peter Gammons can be seen on MLB Network throughout the postseason.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.